Well, my thing is, I've always been there for him from day one.
Floyd Mayweather has now made it public with Leonard Ellerbe after Leonard Ellerbe trash-talked him on a live session.
Holds a lot of substance, but did you see some of the rumors flying around about Leonard might be leaving Mayweather Promotions?
Mayweather has let every cat out of the bag, and he's even threatened Leonard Ellerbe with a lawsuit.
I'm not listening to none of that stuff. I'm doing what I do. I'm doing what I do.
Floyd Mayweather has finally found a chance to not only fire Leonard Ellerbe, but also issue warnings to him after Leonard Ellerbe appeared on live to trash talk him. Leonard Ellerbe had an interview where he was asked to reveal some of the hidden secrets about his exit from Floyd Mayweather Promotions.
Is kind of still his involvement with Mayweather Promotions, or is it just all still PBC, Al Heyman?
Yeah.
He did answer, however. His answer was a bombshell that would attract more hate and animosity towards the former world champion. Seeming fed up with all the lies and false stories against him, Floyd finally issued warnings and went as far as threatening the former chief executive officer of Floyd Mayweather Promotions.
I'm doing what I do. No.
Floyd Mayweather was particularly fed up because of the impression going around of how much of a problem he was. In fact, talking about Floyd Mayweather, Blair the Flair Cobbs had trolled the boxing legend brutally.
Everybody got a problem with Floyd for some reason. I don't know why. You know, I've never had a problem with him.
Blair Cobbs, who is coming off one of the biggest wins of his career against a rusty Adrian Bronner, was interviewed and asked about the split between Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe.
Everybody that's associated with him seems to have always had a problem with him. That's not a good look for Floyd.
He replied, taunting Floyd Mayweather in the process. Everybody's got a problem with Floyd for some reason. I don't know why. You know, I've never had a problem with him, but everybody that's associated with him seems to have always had a problem with him. That's not a good look for Floyd, and honestly, it's not a good look for Leonard Ellerbe, but I just wish nothing but the best for both of them as they continue their adventure in boxing.
I've always had a problem with him. That's not a good look for Floyd, and honestly, it's not a good look for Leonard Ellerbe, but I just wish nothing but the best for both of them.
However, in Floyd's warnings to Leonard Ellerbe, he ordered Leonard Ellerbe to stop the lies against him, threatening the former CEO with a defamation lawsuit. "I never did anything to harm anyone," Floyd Mayweather said. "All I did was to make everyone great in Mayweather Promotions, and when I noticed some people had lost interest with what we were doing and were after the money with some fighters, I felt it was time to call it a day."
Devontae is ungrateful when it comes to you.
Well, my thing is,
contrary to what many had thought and contrary to what Floyd Mayweather had earlier said about the split, Leonard Ellerbe didn't actually leave Mayweather Promotions on his own. As Jose Benavidez Jr. had predicted, an issue must have caused their split. That exactly must have been the case.
And I mean, I wish both of them the best. I mean, they don't need luck, you know. They have hella bread and shit, but I mean, they did it for a reason.
You know, they know why they did it. I don't want to say too much, but from my experiences of splitting from a partner, it didn't go right, and I mean, I wish both of them the best of luck. They don't need luck. You know, they have a hell of bread and they did it for a reason. Only they know why they did it. I mean, just give it up to them.
Only they know why they did it. I mean, just give it up to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, right? Can you picture Mayweather Promotions without Leonard Ellerbe?
He then continued, talking from a point of familiarity with situations of this kind. "I see that all the time. I see the best team split up. So to me, it's nothing. You know, it's nothing new. It happens all the time. Like I said, I mean, I've seen the best of the best split up. They part ways. Only they know why they did that. They weren't working. They probably had a fight. Who knows? And that's their business."
I mean, I see that shit all the time, though. I see the best teams, you know, split up. So to me, it's nothing, you know, it's nothing new. Shit happens all the time.
They replaced him with Richard Schaefer. Just so you know.
Like I said, I mean, I've seen the best of the best, you know, split up.
He was then informed of Floyd Mayweather's social media post, where he announced the cancellation of the match between Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin.
They part their ways, so I mean, only they know why they did that. They weren't working out, they were probably butting heads, who knows.
He was then asked if Mayweather's claims were true. "There's too much money on that. I know there are too much people that bought the tickets. I don't think so, but hey, you never know. Anything can happen."
Now they're probably butting heads, who knows, and that's their business, and best of luck to both of them.
Got you. Last thing with this, and I don't think it's true. I think Floyd was maybe trolling.
Floyd Mayweather then further revealed more details about the split, claiming he did what was best for Floyd Mayweather Promotions. "He chose to do business and I chose business too. That's the point. Fighters couldn't suffer for that. The promotional team couldn't suffer for that. Floyd Mayweather then touched on a more sensitive issue when he brought up Kermel Moton, claiming Kermel Moton was to fight on the undercard of Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin.
Well, my thing is, I've always been there for him from day one.
However, Leonard Ellerbe couldn't use his influence to help the Mayweather promotion's Cine. Rather, he and Gervonta Davis sidelined the youngster. Mayweather then said, "A CEO who doesn't represent is no CEO. He couldn't help Morton. I just need him to stop or he faces a lawsuit." The June 15th event at the MGM Grand Arena, co-headlined by David Benavidez and Alexander Gvozdik's lightweight Amazon clash, was the year's second PBC Prime feature.
Help him become world champion and take things to that next level.
Moton incidentally fought his third professional bout on March 30th, the inaugural show under the newly established partnership between Al Heyman's promotions and the paid subscription giant. All of these came up after Kermel Moton shared a collage of pictures with his fans and followers, featuring him and Floyd Mayweather Jr. training at the gym.
Yeah, definitely. That's a huge card, and I love to be a part of it. I love to be a part of all the big PBC cards.
Another shot showed the undefeated former world champion assisting Moton in putting on his gloves. Kermel Moton seemed clearly elated by the support and guidance he has been receiving from one of boxing's greatest. He wrote, "Best team in boxing." But soon he received a response from Gervonta Davis, now Abdul Wahid, as the World Boxing Association lightweight champion said, "You idiot won't be on the June 15th card either." Typically, many would question why he would have said that. Well, it seemed Kermel Moton shared some information regarding his next fight. "Unfortunately, I will not be fighting next weekend on the 4th. I appreciate all of your support except for me back in June. I promise to put on a show," said Moton. Evidently, Kermel Moton was hinting at featuring in the June 15th Gervonta Davis, now Abdul Wahid Frank Martin undercard. Sadly, the reasons for this not happening remain unclear, but the young prodigy's response to a user who insinuated whether Gervonta Davis caused the exit resulted in a scathing response from the lightweight champion. So why should it perturb Tank so much? The general perception seems that it might have happened because of Moton's close proximity to mentor and guide Floyd Mayweather Jr. The lightweight champion and the money are currently engaged in a much publicized online spat. "Gervonta Davis firing back at Kermel Moton today," wrote Michael Benson. The screen grab shows a sequence of conversations. So responding to a tweet that displayed the entire card of the Gervonta Davis and David Benavidez twin main event, a user commented, "Bro, Tank really kicked out Kermel Moton of the card?" Kermel Moton replied that he had another show in hand. B would share the details sometime later. Hence, he asked everyone to watch this space for more. But soon, a response from Gervonta Davis appeared. "Next time, be a man of your own, lil clown dumbhead guy. Don't forget the reason why you throwing up that ape stuff," said the Baltimorean. The message from Tank seems to have been deleted. The post from the user who checked whether Gervonta Davis had booted out Kermel Moton had received a few responses. It might help those looking for hints. A user said, "Kermel guy don't flow with Mayweather LMAO." Another added, Kermel also said that Tank should be focused on Frank instead of a 17-year-old himself. So basically, Kermel tried to jump in during Tank and Floyd back and forth and picked a side. Fans could go back to the later part of April this year. Kermel had shared a montage of photos through his X handle. It featured him training alongside Floyd Mayweather Jr. and their interactions. The young prodigy wrote, "Best team in boxing." But it soon received a response from Gervonta Davis. He said, "Your head won't be on the June 15th card either." Earlier, Kermel Moton had trolled Gervonta Davis by claiming he's fought the very best in his first 3 fights, giving all his first 3 opponents their very first defeat. Well, this can't be said of Tank Davis, who fought worse fighters in his early fights. As a result, Kermel Moton sure used that against Tank. He tweeted a picture of his records, alongside the caption, "Your FAV fighter was fighting bums with multiple losses first 3 fights. Future GOAT, bookmark and roast me if I'm wrong. See ya in a few years." In his young career, Kermel Moton has fought Ezequiel Flores, Hunter Turbeyfield, and Anthony Cuba.
He's going to that box.
Oh yeah, he don't want to fight you. You better stop him. Easy work.
Yep.
While he won his first 2 matches by technical knockout, he saw his most recent match get decided by the scorecards, where he bagged a unanimous decision victory.
Just keep boxing. Keep going to him. Keep going to him. Yep. As soon as you shoot that jab, go. We gonna go down to.
But what's notable is that Ezequiel Flores, his first opponent, had 4 wins and 0 losses until Moten handed him his first loss. Also, Hunter Turbeyfield had 3 wins and 0 losses until Kermel Moten gave him his first loss.
Oh yeah, the body. Keep touching him.
And his most recent opponent, who's the most experienced on the list, had 7 wins and a loss before Moten gave him another. But this can't be said of Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis made his debut at the age of 18 on February 22, 2013, against Desi Williams, who had a professional record of 0 wins and 4 losses, all by stoppage.
Authority is who's is exchanging whether he's throwing everything or throwing intentionally. Oh, big left uppercut to the body. Here in the second round from the tank. Oh my God. A left and a right. It was 2 shots.
Just like how way back in 2015 they took up a young Gervonta Davis's responsibility, nurturing him and taking him to world championship level, Team Mayweather took up the cause of another bright prodigy. And it's sad how the relationship between Gervonta Davis and Kermel Moten has become, as Kermel Moten has always admired and modeled after Gervonta Davis, once accorded him the respect of watching out for him in his early days.
They didn't believe, but then when it happened, they believed, then all the jealousy came. So
after the bout, Mayweather was seen in an interview where he was asked questions about the bout between Anthony Cuba and Kermel Moten. He was also asked about Moten and the relationship they both shared. When asked in the interview about Moten's emphatic win, Mayweather said, "I'm not surprised, it's what we all planned for. Anyone who's seen Moten knows he's headed for the very top, and this is just along the way."
they didn't believe, but then when it happened, they believed, then all the jealousy came. So
I'm very proud of him. I discovered him long ago, and he's done some crazy stuff. At such a young age, he's bagged so many belts and won multiple amateur championships, and he's just getting better. Speaking about Moten's attitude, Mayweather also had much praise for him.
Come on up.
Okay.
Well, yeah, give it up.
He's a humble lad as well. He keeps his head down. He's so dedicated and disciplined. You won't get anywhere if you don't keep your heads down. I told him this. He's just 3 fights in and he's got a long way to go. There's no reason to be proud. No one boasts about their amateur records. Only the pro records are considered, and he's still very low on that. So he's got to stay low key.
Well, when are you ready to get back in there?
Hey, talk to the man right there.
Talk to the man right there.
You'll find out.
He had big expectations, but did you expect a first round knockout?
When asked about their relationship and Moten being called the next Floyd Mayweather Jr., Money answered, "We've got a decent relationship. We promote him and run his bouts for him. But individually, we both have a decent relationship too. We have been close since he started here, and I've mentored him closely. So, we're good." However, Mayweather also had some more words of praise and encouragement for the teenager. "All I say to him is to keep firing, keep moving, and he's gonna get there. He can go as far as beating my record. He can do way more than I did. He's a great guy, and we saw that on Saturday. He's gonna explode the world with his boxing."
We on? Yeah. We on. I want everybody to follow him.
And when one considers the records and achievements the 17-year-old Kermel Moten has amassed, one can only agree with all of Floyd Mayweather's comments. At just 16, he had sparred world champion and pound-for-pound star Gervonta Davis, with the two already being compared.
On all his social media platforms, follow my guy, future world champion.
Moten has also received the backing of current champs Errol Spence Jr., Shakur Stevenson, and Rolando Romero. But perhaps the greatest honor of all is that he keeps being touted as boxing's next big thing by its former pay-per-view king. In an old interview, when Moten was a little younger, Mayweather endorsed him in going ahead to become the next Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather, 46, said, "We don't know who's going to be the next Floyd Mayweather, but I truly believe this could be the next Floyd Mayweather." Despite the praise coming in thick and fast for Moten, the teen talent remains cool, calm, and collected.
Then it's going to be another young fight tonight, but we're happy with the victory. We're going to keep moving. Good experience tonight.
He said in an interview, "I can handle the pressure. I've been putting work in my whole life and I'm used to it. I've been doing this since a little kid, so it's nothing new to me." Nicknamed Big Deal, he is currently mentored by Mayweather and has recently turned professional with the third win of his career coming against Anthony Cuba. And repeatedly, he's been tipped to go all the way.
Come on, Kevin. I need you.
We need you to fight. We learned here.
What?
How did you feel? Tell us
You're
how
right.
you felt in your. Tell us how you felt.
Yo. I got one. Hey, come out. What's up, brother? Congratulations on your first win.
Moten revealed, "Mayweather said I'm going to be a future world champion. That's the goal, to be the best in the sport one day. We're going to keep working hard and we're going to get there." Alongside Floyd Mayweather, fans hailed Moten, with some referring to him as Tank 2.01 fan believed Floyd Mayweather had an eye for talent, as the former world champion had first spotted Moten at his gym and sponsored his fights. Additionally, they labeled Moten as a beast like Gervonta Davis. They wrote, "Floyd has an eye for real talent. This kid is a beast just like Gervonta Davis."
Mayweather, it may have been part of a promotional tactic. He called out former featherweight champion Lee Wood to face Moten. Look, at this point, I'm not.
By age 8, Moten was led inside the Mayweather Boxing Club and had the good fortune of observing Mayweather go through his entire routine while he was preparing for what would become the most lucrative prize fight of all time, his 2015 bout against Manny Pacquiao. "I was just studying him and watching how he did his camp. Not long after that, I started training at the gym and started sparring with some of the kids they had in there," Moten said. "I started sparring them, and I was showing that, I'm that guy, I was whooping them and all that. Floyd started noticing, people talking, and then word got back to Floyd. I became cool with everyone around the gym, and then I started going to tournaments and bringing belts back to the gym."
Outrageous. Kermel Moten is definitely styling and profiling tonight.
"After I met Floyd, he started growing a relationship and he started following me through my career," he said. He was fortunate that Mayweather took notice. It happened one day when the undefeated champion saw Moten carrying the belts and summoned the young fighter to his luxury car, handing him a hat. Mayweather then began sponsoring Moten in prestigious tournaments, paying for his flights, Moten said. Mayweather followed a similar trek, so he knows with 20/20 hindsight exactly how to advise his protege. "Believing in myself, listening to my team, dedicating myself and working hard," Moten said of his mentor's lessons. "It's not that hard. My dad makes sure I stay on the right track. Without him it'd be more difficult, but I know what I want to do. I don't want to let anyone down. I know I need to focus. I want to be a world champion one day, so I'm on the right track."
He had big expectations, but did you expect a first round knockout? Like, this guy got him out of there in one round.
We had a game plan.
It's hard to argue against the fact that Moten has what it takes to become a top contender or even a champion in the future. Moreover, given Mayweather's track record of producing great fights, all bets will be on this young prospect's success.
To come out and always establish the jab. But I'm proud of him tonight. Like I said, we got a crazy team.
Also, Jeff Mayweather spoke about an internal crisis that could have incited the split between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Leonard Ellerbe.
That should be a good fit.
I mean, do you think that's a signal that, they are going to, really put their foot back in there and try to really elevate Mayweather Promotions?
No, of course. I think so.
All right, man. Were you surprised?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm surprised because nobody knew what was going on. But to be honest, I'm not really surprised.
I mean, do you think Richard Schaefer would take on this role if he didn't really plan on elevating the promotion?
Well, I think that's his job. So, yeah, he's not going to take it if he's not going to try to do anything with it. And he knows Floyd's value, and he knows Floyd's notoriety. So, basically, he put himself in a good position.
He claimed many young fighters in Mayweather Promotions complain that they aren't fighting, as Leonard Ellerbe spends more time with PBC, neglecting his primary assignment.
But to be honest, I'm not really surprised.
I mean, do you think Richard Schaefer would take on this role if he didn't really plan on elevating the promotion?
Well, I mean, I think that
I'm starting to hear many young fighters say they don't fight. And who is to blame for this? I have no idea, Mayweather said with worried eyes. So basically, if you can't get work, you have to do something. However, Jeff Mayweather felt that linking up with Richard Schaefer was a good move.
if he's not going to try to do anything with it, and he knows Floyd's value, and he knows Floyd's notoriety, so basically he put himself in a good position.
And that's all for now. What are your thoughts on the altercation between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Leonard Ellerbe? What do you think about a possible lawsuit against Leonard Ellerbe? For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality content like this. Until next time, peace out.